Hello, it's Andy again from the Egocast channel. I'm calling this idle skepticism because I thought it was a funny play on words, and because I really like Woz Lee. I really do. I've been subscribed to him for a while. I love his videos because he always has at least one really unique perspective thrown in there. And I love that. I love watching his videos. And that all being said, ass kissing aside, I watched his new video and he said something in it that confused me. So I'm not really expecting a response, but if I got a response, that'd be pretty cool, because at least it would help me to understand. Maybe help other people in his audience to understand. I don't know. But here we go.
And it's not just you, it's the rest of them as well. It's like Michael Rowlands and Christy Winters, all of you, the whole lot of you. Because of the way you conduct yourself, anything you have to say is immediately pounced upon to be debunked.
Wait, first, let me give you a little context to what they're talking about, what he's talking about. He's going through the hangouts with Steve Shives and Christiosity and Christy Winters and I think Kevin Logan. And he's talking about how the attitude of like Steve Shives and Christy Winters and Michael Rowlands, some of these people, the attitude that they convey their message makes their message already something that people are going to want to complain about just because of the fact that it's them saying it. That's kind of the context of what he's talking about.
And you saw this recently with the whole like there are more than two biological sexes thing that Michael Rowlands kicked off recently. I don't know why anyone felt the need to jump in on that. Because Michael Rowlands did have a point. Like, biological sex kind of is a social construct, because...
See, and here's where it went off the rails for me.
We established it way back when. We didn't know shit about fucking biology when the Bible was being written, but...
But we did know three things. We knew penis meant man, vagina meant woman, and anything else was an abnormal birth.
We understood male and female. You need two of them to make a baby.
And anybody that can't make a baby is a deformity. Whether the word is nice or not, it doesn't make a difference. It is what it is. It's the word that's used.
We described things in that way because it was an observable reality. Well, now we have an observable reality that there are people who don't really fit within either one of those two boxes. That male box or that female box, they're not technically really in any of them. They share aspects of both.
See, now, here's where I'm confused. Because are you talking about this person? Or are you talking about her? Or him? Or are you talking about her? Or her? Which one of these people are you talking about? Because some people are doing it so that they can feel like they're included, and other people are doing it because they believe that it's really the way that they are. But there are some people who want to do it because of other reasons. And that's where it gets to be a problem, because when you start legislating that this guy can't be told not to go into the women's restroom, and you want to say that that's illegal, that becomes dangerous. Because this guy just doesn't pass. If you're going to pass, fine. If you're doing everything you possibly can to transition, great. If you really think that's a problem, fine. But the transitioning is the act of moving from one box to the other. There isn't really a middle point. And when you get into the middle point, that's where it becomes a problem for you personally, because of relationships with other people and things of that nature and whatnot. But there's a big difference between somebody like Laverne Cox, who is a female for all intents and purposes because she passes as female in every situation, or Caitlyn Jenner, who really wanted to transition, and this guy. What is this guy doing? Like, there's kind of the problem with biological gender is a social construct, because that's just patently false.
So then the question becomes, what do you call those people? And that's what this entire argument was about. The whole thing was about, what do you call people who don't fit in either of those boxes?
You partially got it right. It became that with the response from people, but it wasn't really that originally.
And Michael Rollins was like, yeah, we should call those people intersex because that's what they are. They're the intersection between the sexes. And then it seemed like our side felt the need to jump on that for whatever reason. And they were like, no, that's wrong. They're abnormal. They're deformed. They're freaks.
Because there's the XX female and the XY male, and anything in between is a deformity. And you can tell that by the bottom middle section there where it says, or the bottom section where it says reproductive functioning, and in the middle there where it says absent or variable. If you cannot reproduce biologically, that is a biological abnormality. Because 99.999 whatever of people are born in one of the two categories, and 0.0 whatever of people are born into the other. That's how you gauge an abnormality.
And I mean, that's not a good position to take in an argument.
It's certainly not a nice position to take in an argument, but saying it's not a good position, that's where I'm confused.
Like, optics alone is probably worth sitting back and going, is that really an argument I want to get involved in? Is that really a position I want to take? People who aren't intersex, they're fucking abnormal. It's a hell of a position. So the question is, why did people feel the need to jump on that? Well, they felt the need to jump on it because Michael Rowlands was being incredibly cunty as he tried to make that point.
Again, partially true.
He also tried to throw a bunch of stuff with like gender and the otherkin and stuff in there as well, which, you know.
See, and again, I'm getting confused now, because like, you said he wanted to throw in things like gender and otherkin. Well, gender is kind of the subject. Like, what do you mean by gender? Because I don't know. This was very confusing to me, Woz.
Like, no, just fucking no, Michael.
And see, there's my position on the whole transgender thing. If you want to do it because it's stylish, no. If you want to do it because you genuinely feel there's something wrong and you want to go to the effort to get that fixed, awesome. I support you fully. But if you're born with a genetic abnormality, you're abnormal. No matter how kind that word is or isn't to use to describe somebody, that's irrelevant. That is completely and utterly irrelevant. The term stands. Abnormal.